Good morning, students. Class 10th, chapter 14, statistics. In this chapter, firstly, what is the meaning of the statistics? It is the branch of mathematics in which we study numbers, arrange the number in grouped frequency distribution table or ungrouped, and find out the meaningful information. Now, please open your maths book. Introduction. In class 9th, you have studied the classification of given data into ungrouped as well as grouped frequency distribution. In class 9th, we have already studied about ungrouped and grouped frequency distribution table. Ungrouped, in which we prepare 3 columns. It is tally mark, फ्रीक्वेंसी एंड यहाँ पर कोई भी वैल्यू नेम समथिंग, जैसे ब्लड ग्रुप समथिंग वगैरह, ब्लड ग्रुप ए बी, यहाँ पर हम टैली मार्क फिल करते थे, यहाँ पर उनकी काउंटिंग. दैट इज कॉल्ड अनग्रुप्ड फ्रीक्वेंसी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टेबल एंड वी हैव ऑलरेडी स्टडीड ग्रुप्ड, इन विच वी प्रिपेयर ग्रुप 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 and so on. Then it is called grouped frequency distribution table. Both tables we are studying in class 9th. In class 9th we have also studied about frequency polygon, and before this we already studied bar graph, histogram and so on. Now some important terms which are related to this chapter. The first term is class interval. Class interval. What is the class interval? When we arrange the data in grouped frequency distribution table, then the first column which prepare is called class interval, in which we prepare group. Suppose 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 and so on. These are called class interval. It is the first class interval, it is the second class interval, it is the third class interval. Now second term, class mark. Class mark, we can say it is a mid value of each class. हर एक क्लास की जो मिड वैल्यू हम निकालते हैं उसे क्लास मार्क कहते हैं. We use the term in class 9 to draw a frequency polygon without help of histogram. Class mark find out करने का formula. The formula we discuss after term of upper class limit and lower class limit. So firstly we discuss about upper class limit. Upper class limit. Suppose it is a class interval in which 10 to 20, in which 20 is called upper class limit and 10 is called lower class limit. 20 is called upper class limit and 10 is called lower class limit. Suppose next group 20 to 30, then 30 is called upper class limit and 20 is called lower class limit. So lower class limit and upper class limit, both terms are clear. Now class size. Class size, we can also say that it is the width of the class. Class size. Suppose it is a class interval 10 to 20, then class size is equal to upper class limit minus lower class limit. It's mean 20 minus 10, आंसर is 10. अपर क्लास लिमिट में से जो लोअर क्लास लिमिट को माइनस करेंगे तो हमारे पास क्लास साइज ऑल्सो कैन से दैट विड्थ ऑफ द क्लास. एंड द लास्ट टर्म क्लास मार्क और मिड वैल्यू. क्लास मार्क, suppose 20 to 30, it is a class interval, so which is the mid value of these two numbers called class mark. and to find out class mark, formula is upper class limit plus lower class limit upon 2. It's mean 30 plus 20 upon 2 and the answer is 25. So these are some terms which are used in this chapter, and these terms we have already studied in previous classes. So please note down it, and now we start measures of central tendency. Note down please. Okay students, now the word is measures of central tendency. Measures of central tendency, in the short we call say average. What is the meaning of the word measures of central tendency? Measures of central tendency ऐसी नाम से क्लियर है, द न्यूमेरिकल एक्सप्रेशंस, मतलब कोई ऐसा नंबर विच रिप्रेजेंट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ गिवन नंबर्स. इट्स मीन अगर आपके पास बहुत सारे नंबर्स गिवन हैं एंड सो ऑन, तो कोई एक ऐसा पर्टिकुलर नंबर जो इन सभी नंबरों की कैरेक्टरिस्टिक को रिप्रेजेंट करे, then it is called measures of central tendency. In this chapter we study 3 measures of central tendency. First, arithmetic average or arithmetic mean, second median, and the third mode. So firstly we start from arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean, in this chapter we call it simply mean. It's mean if we say mean, that is mean arithmetic mean. What is arithmetic mean? And we have to find out is obtained by dividing the sum of numbers by the number of numbers. अगर आपके पास कई सारे नंबर्स गिवन हैं तो आप उनका सम करोगे और उसकी जो सम की वैल्यू आएगी उसको काउंटिंग से डिवाइड करेंगे, then it is called mean. Now it is the formula to find out mean, sum of the numbers and number of the numbers. Here is a word like this. This word is called sigma. In Greek letters it is a sigma and its meaning होता है sum of numbers. Its mean ये एडिशन को इंडिकेट करता है, समेशन उसका मतलब होता है. एक्स आई आपके पास ऑब्जर्वेशंस हैं, नंबर्स हैं, उनको रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है, और एन उनकी काउंटिंग को. तो ये हमारा मीन का फार्मूला है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इस फार्मूले को एक एग्जाम्पल पर ट्राई करके देखते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल 67, 65, 71, 57 एंड 45, 1 2 3 4 5 इन केजी. इट्स मीन ये 5 लोगों का वेट दे रखा है केजी में, एंड वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट मीन. तो सिंपली मीन फाइंड आउट करने के लिए आप क्या करोगे, इन सब का एडिशन एंड डिवाइड बाई नंबर ऑफ नंबर्स, इट मीन 5. सम ऑफ दीज नंबर्स इज 305 अपॉन 5, देन आंसर इज 61. So simply we can find out mean using the formula sum of the numbers dividing by number of numbers, and we can write mean simply as x and per the bar. It is a representation of mean. Please note down it. Now we have to study mean of tabulate data. It's mean when the numbers are not given in the simple form, they are given in the tabular form. Tabular form mean when something number, suppose a number 5 is repeat 4 times, then frequency of 5 is 4, frequency of number 6 is 5, frequency of number 7 is 3, and so on. It's mean information is given in the form of tabular. Then how can we find out arithmetic mean? Then the formula of mean is equal to sigma fi into xi upon sigma fi. Xi represent observation, fi represent their frequencies, and sigma indicate their sum. Sigma fi xi mean firstly we multiply these two values and after this addition, and sigma fi mean addition of frequencies. So we prepare a table in 3 columns in which 2 columns are given, and we prepare a third column whose heading is fi into xi. Simply their multiply can be written. Now we find out sigma fi, which is 20, and sigma fi xi, which is 137. Now to find out mean, again repeat, it is a representation of mean. So mean equal to sigma fi xi, mean equal to sigma fi xi upon sigma fi. Its mean answer is 6.85. It is a representation of arithmetic mean. I hope you understood. Note down it. And in the next video we discuss about meaning of tabular data but in the form of grouped, which is important for class 10th. Thank you.